Welcome back, my name is Max, and we are continuing our journey on this amazing planet of Volgora in Factorio Space Age. Now, let me show you what I've done. Look at these things. I am producing productivity module 2. Why? Because it's free, because we have everything on this planet to produce it for free. And I've moved these from here, these electromagnetic plants. They were originally located here, but I moved them here for a very specific reason. Look at this gap. Look at this area where it's like an ocean. Look, I'm exposed. I cannot protect it. Now, when this manufacturing hub was located on the extreme corner side of this island, bots took stuff from the recycler and went through this imaginary aerial highway or logistical highway all the way to these electromagnetic plants, and they were exposed in this area. They could not be protected. Lightning would just pick them off one by one, and that way we would consistently lose a few to lightning. Now, you might say, wait a second, Max, you literally built a whole island of these accumulators and power grid and etc. here on this island here. And obviously, this is a much bigger noticeable aerial highway or logistical highway. Why did you do this? And you're worried about this tiny thing? Yes, there's a reason. This is a transient project. This is a transient state. We want to build this once. And if we lose like 20 bots in the process, so be it. After it's done, after it's built, bots won't need to come here ever again. This exists on its own, which tells me this doesn't, because we have to do a little bit of housekeeping here. But this exists on its own, and we don't need to actively take care of it. Meaning, our bots are done here. But with electromagnetic plants, let me take care of this. Yeah, with these ones, the production hub, it's a continuing thing. They keep coming and going because we keep producing items forever, and then we'll keep losing bots forever, which is not cool. I'm not cool with that. Anyway, we also have these two rocket launchers with 2 full rockets ready to go. Blue circuits, always plenty of them. Now I'm going to change this from 100 to 1,000. The reason I'm going to do that is because I want a safe buffer of blue circuits always available. In fact, you know what? That's 1,000. Let's make it 4,000. Why not? I want 4,000 blue circuits to be stocked up here and ready to be deployed to these two rocket launchers. To these two rocket launchers. What else? This one. We have 2,000 capacity. Well, we have more, but let's assume 2,000 is a good number to keep available. And the last item here will be the rocket fuel. Let's do the same thing. 20. This will be 200, 800 rocket fuel ready to go. That's beautiful. Okay, so at least we know we have very low latency when we're launching rockets. We don't need to wait indefinitely to get tiny bits of blue circuits. Now, what do we want to do? I was thinking, let's do a bit of refactoring. Now, look at this. This is our safe area. What prevents me from grabbing this blueprint right here? It's a very good blueprint, very functioning and nice. And perhaps put it here, you know, like I can do that. I can just put it here. I can flip it over like this. So the intake is from the left side. And then later we can put another one up top. And that would be good to go. And I'm intentionally not using these cells here because we can easily compensate the coverage gap to make sure it's future proof. You know what, let's do this. We don't care much about the aesthetics of our design as of this moment, because this is super temporary. This design, this whole design, there are so many flaws in this design that we have to address. And look, that was the first problem, so let's just cancel that because lightning's gonna destroy this this whole thing. Let's start with this. So we're gonna skip one, or you know what? Honestly, let's just spam these down and remove them later. This is a better strategy. Okay, so this is being done. We are good to go. And then I'm gonna remove some. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I can put 2 of these up here so the recycling speed is actually acceptable, because right now it's super slow. And then after doing that, we can now worry about creating the Fulgora science pack or electromagnetic science pack, which is this one. It's not very complicated. Given that we're spamming bots, we should get to this science pack fairly quickly, but we need to have a good intake of homium, and to do that we really need 2 product lines or 2 recycling lines. So let's do that now. Second try. We are gonna put this, where do I want to put this? Here is good. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's stamp it down. While I do that, I keep this running because we might not have everything we need to put this down, the second copy, and I want this to keep producing. There's no rush in dismantling this. We can do that later. Now, look at this. We are not connected to our main grid, so we need to do something like this. How about this? How about I do this and then I just copy the connection like so. It should be good to go. And all I need to do now is to bring these 2 lines and just connect them like this. And by the way, if I wanted, I could even, just, oh no, I couldn't because of this ocean. I don't know if you know it or not, but you cannot go underground from ocean. Like if I, let's say, let's imagine I have this. I cannot, oh, can I? Really? Oh, I thought I couldn't. Then it must be only lava. In that case, in that beautiful case, oh yes, still a bit too long to cross unless I come from here, in which case there's no point. I can just come from here. Anyway, failed attempt. Let's just stick to the plan like this. Come from here. Yes. Thank you for the inconvenient save. And that's it. Yeah, perfect. I don't know if I need these many shortcuts down here. It's just a little bit too excessive. Maybe I'll just get rid of them. Maybe 2 is plenty. Yeah, I'll keep 1 and let's say 1 and 2 would be good for now. All right, so this is done. Yes, let's connect it and see what happens. This one goes here and this one goes here, and this line will be starved, but not for long, because we're gonna put yet another recycling facility up here, or maybe down here. I don't know, maybe down here would be better, more reachable without passing through this unsafe areas by our bots. Yeah, anyway, it is working as expected, storing items and stuff. That's perfect. Okay, that's our cue to get rid of this factory right here. We're gonna let this run a little bit more. We cut off the scrap intake or ingress. We let this run a little bit more until it exhausts itself, and then that's gonna be our cue. Yeah, no more scrap. Whatever it is like 2nd grade waste. Let's get rid of these. Look at those bots. I just can't get over how amazing bots are in Factorio. I think, hands down, no other game handles bots as beautifully as Factorio does. It's just amazing how they implemented bots in this game. The way they work, the way their mechanics is designed, the functions. Oh, look at this. Oh boy, how beautiful that is. The algorithm behind them, the routing, the queuing of tasks, everything is just a piece of art, and I love it. And no other game comes even close. No other, even though like other games try, it's just, no, it's hopeless. Compared to Factorio, they are all hopeless. And I say this with absolute confidence because I've played all of them. Well, not all of them. I went too far with it. I didn't play all of them, but I played most of them. Let's say, I played, okay, I don't want to name them, but I played most of them. And, they don't. Look at this. Just show me one more game that can do this. and with such performance, and efficiency. It's just insane. It's a work of beauty, honestly. All right, the power of C. And very smart programmers that know how to design a piece of software to function and perform. I'm losing bots. Where? Why are you guys going up? Why? Are you just trying to go get a charge or something? Okay, that's very dumb. I was just complimenting your algorithms and stuff. You guys just going up here so you get some charging. Okay, all right. That's a note to self: when editing this episode, get rid of all those compliments. Oh wow. Anyway, having said that, let's get rid of this area because obviously we need to build a second line. But seeing how messed up their behavior can be in this game, let's see if we can design a. We need some charging ports, and we need to spam them a little bit. So how do we do that? Where's a good place to do this? Over here. Create something maybe over here. Let's just put down a few for now. Something like this, and then let's just extend it downwards. And we'll deal with this if we find out that this is too much. We'll just get rid of it. And yeah, I think I'm happy with this. This should support our bots to a degree, so they won't go up there and commit suicide by lightning. I think we are good. And if I can remove you one to the left. Yeah, beautiful. Look at these. And when bots are hard at work, it really puts a strain on power. Look at this huge dip compared to the previous one. And we have a lot of power, by the way. This is accumulators. By the way, if you want to know how to read these charts, it's super easy. You just set the timeline, and that timeline tells you what's happening. So first of all, these spikes mean something erratic is happening in your base. Either you don't have enough supplies to support your manufacturing, or there are short bursts of very high demand. But you will never know until you just basically zoom in on something and see what's going on. If you go to production and look at the 1 hour window, what is this? This is scrap. This means it's almost a flat line, almost a steady flat line, meaning we are consuming scrap very consistently. This is a good sign. Obviously here it goes down because we just literally dismantle everything. These things here, it goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. This means these spikes, it's not a spike, but it's like steps, means something gets activated and deactivated. Now let's see what it is. It seems to be concrete, meaning the production of concrete was a bit jittery. I don't know what happened there, but we can investigate that. For now, this is not too reliable, but we will definitely use this for long-term planning of the factory. And one more thing, the kills. Look how many bots we lost just in the last 10 minutes. How about last hour? Oh, this is a tragedy now. Your sacrifices will not be forgotten. You will be avenged. Why did they even lose this? I think they didn't have a lightning rod next to them. Anyway, see, not that much, and most of them happened during a transition. It's exactly this is the logistical bots. We don't create these with logistical bots. We feed whatever we had over here with logistical bots, meaning this area was our kill zone. This is how you find the culprit. This area kept zapping our logistic bots, 24 of them. So I moved them. There's a reason behind this whole movement. It's not random. Okay. All right. So anyway, more and more of these busy bees are gravitating towards this charging station, which is good. I'm happy about it. This thing right here is disconnected again because we were careless and we just disconnected ourselves. And that's not good, but it should be solved pretty quickly. Let's just go do it. All right, now it's back online. What just happened? Okay, let's not do this, guys. Let's just not do this. Let's make another copy of this whole thing, and maybe I should blueprint this first before I lose the ability to do so. Let's call this what? Recycling Center version 1. Recycling Center version 1. Yeah, I have so many typos. It's not even version 1 at this point. It's based on Express Transport Belt. And now that we have LLMs, by the way, maybe Factorio can be a bit more creative with the naming of whatever we choose to blueprint. And I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to choose the planet they operate on. Okay, yeah, this is not bad. Just this. Okay, we put this here in Fulgora Blueprints. Recycling Center version 1. And I'm going to copy that, or just take that and stamp it down one more time. Now, if I remove... okay, immediately in the way. Okay, message received. What if I go up here? This is going to be a bit better, right? It's going to be a bit better. We're still going to lose some of those Roboports up there, but we can do something about it. Do I want to space them out with... Yeah, why not? Let's space them out by 1, and let's aggressively put it down. But let's not forget, we need that connection up north, and this will help us maintain that. Anyway, let's just make sure we get this done ourselves. All right, we don't have any rods. Okay, that's cool. That's all right. Why am I moving so slowly? Oh, I turned off the wrong thing. Now, I need to go up with this. Does this work? Yeah. So it does go through the ocean, which is an interesting news, like going underwater. So it's definitely only lava that doesn't allow undergrounds. Now, I'm not going to go get another double line of scrap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this in 2 using a 2-to-4 balancer. So you pick up one of these, you put it down like this. Now you suddenly have 4 lines, and that's how you do it. But all right, okay, this one is routed that way. Okay, I think this kind of works, even though it's not going to be very efficient on the factory, but it's still good. I think it's good. This works. Now let's also make sure we have plenty of logistical coverage, because logistics is important. And yes, perfect. Everything is covered. Everything is working. Okay. We are consuming more and more energy, of course, because we have 2 recycling centers. Now we can take our mind off of recycling, or not. Actually, let's do one more thing before we forget about this whole recycling business for good. And that would be to go up here and perhaps plop down one more line, maybe here. Yeah. Something like that. And just basically make sure we are producing enough scrap for a long time so we don't have to worry about it. What should we do with this level of scrap? Is that we want to make sure that we create enough scrap until we create enough electromagnetic science packs to unlock whatever we need from Fulgora and into here. Let me show you. Actually, let me show you. So we need to create a lot of these. Why? Because the moment we create the electromagnetic science pack, it's not enough for us to move forward with our next plan. We still have to go to Gleba. And in Gleba, we need to work on this. Now, yeah, correct. This only needs agricultural science pack. It doesn't need anything from Fulgora. But then when we want to unlock the legendary quality, look, we're going to need electromagnetic science pack. So we have to at least have some reliable amounts of this. Also, regardless of Gleba, if let's say I want to get my hand on unlimited scrap, which is this one, the elevated rails, I need at least 2,000 electromagnetic science packs. I think this is the first and most important thing you should unlock in Fulgora right after making the electromagnetic science pack. Because when you have this, that's it, you're done. Right now we used to have 3.2 million scraps, remember? Now we have 3.1, meaning we went through 100K super fast. And it's true, we used it to basically create a lot of things and develop a lot of factories here, at least, basic versions. But still, when this finishes, we are done. What are we going to do on this barren planet? Unless, look at this, we come here, 111 million scrap. And that's just next door. There are so many different opportunities, which, by the way, this reminds me of something super important. The map is completely blocked by fog of war. And no, I'm not going to go around and try to remove it. We're going to use a technique, a very simple technique, actually. That is using some radars to here. Look at this tiny formation of radars. Where should I put this? Maybe here. Let's put it down. So why do we need all these radars tightly packed together? If anything, you might think we should put them separately around to, just go around and create more and more coverage. That's a good idea. The problem is we don't want to do that. We don't want to go around and do that. Radars have two scanning modes. If you look at the right side of the screen, it says continuous coverage distance is 3. So 3 chunks. They will always show you live coverage immediately around them. And then 14 chunks, which is a huge area, they will do exploration coverage distance, meaning they will scan them in steps around themselves in 14 by 14 sized areas or chunks and reveal them. And if you put a lot of them together, they will actively do that together, which means they quickly reveal a lot more of the planet to you. And okay, so there's a resource here, there's something here. Because on this planet, we don't have enemies. We don't need live coverage. We just need this, a static image. Okay, there is something here, 81 million scrap. I'll go there one day. That's all we need realistically. So this will help us. All right, we have the radars coming down. Let's see how fast the bots can transport them. Oh yeah, that was fast. Just one step and we are done. And look what happens. The moment they are being placed down, okay, we need some sort of coverage to help them not get eradicated. The moment we have them, they start doing the scanning thing. This is the live coverage. We can see everything very clearly. And now you should also start seeing like dots as they progress. See these things. They sweep across a very large area and give you visibility. See how it happens? Anyway, that's what we need. And that's how we identify, oh, there's a new island here. There's a new thing here. Let's see if it happens one more time. Yes. And basically that's how it works. Okay. We're done with this. Let's go take care of our scrap processing. Okay, now we are receiving scrap from both of these lines. I think we're good to go for now. Of course, I can put more productivity in here, but I really don't think we're gonna, take that long to get our hands to electromagnetic science pack or purple science, let's call it. So yeah, let's give us some motivation. If we are not quick, we're going to be stranded here forever. And the good thing about having a defined grids and RoboCell coverage is that you can just heal different areas after you decide to change your layout. That's it. Just like that, we put these back and everything goes into the same place it was before. Another area revealed by our radar is 175 million scrap here. Super nice.